thanks for tuning in. Let's go for a ride. Got my specs on my side. She's my forever bride that keeps hope alive. I'ma rev it up, so hold on tight. We about to level up, catch us on the turnpike. From city to city, state to state, coast to coast, man, make no mistake. We are conquerors, more than conquerors, collecting miles and smiles. Been doing this thing for a while, and all the while winning souls to God. We singing praises to our King. On the hog or on the wing, His praise we always sing, because this is the day that He has made. Kingdom alignment on assignment for the King. Hope you're ready for the show. Oh, thanks for tuning in. Let's go for a ride. Got my specs on my side. She's my forever bride that keeps hope alive. I'ma rev it up, so hold on tight. We about to level up, catch us on the turnpike. From city to city, state to state, coast to coast, man, make no mistake. We are conquerors, more than conquerors, collecting miles and smiles. Been doing this thing for a while, and all the while winning souls to God. We singing praises to our King. On the hog or on the wing, His praise we always sing, because this is the day that He has made.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You already know what it is. It's your boy Retro with you on today. And yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. How y'all doing? Can you hear me? Okay, it looks like we got frozen. Let me see something here. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. Hey, check it out, man. Let me know where you're watching from and who you is. Just say what's up to your boy. Mistakes, mishaps, and missed opportunities is what we want to dive in and talk about for a brief moment, and then we'll continue this conversation from the studio. How's that sound? You game? You with me? I got a little bit of change here to go as far as time, and as you can see, I'm in the whip and not on twos, uh, but I am on my way to get some parts. Prayerfully, well, we're going to get some parts so that we can get Ruby Red. I just had somebody call me and say, "Hey, how's Ruby Red doing?" Actually, it was my auntie. Shout out to my auntie in the building, making it do what it do. Uh, she's teasing me, and I was teasing her about the cold weather up there, back up north, and all that good stuff. So yeah, man. So we on our way to get her going now. I really wanted to have her back on the road for the Genesis ride, which is Thursday. Thursday morning, we'll be launching out to do the Genesis ride. Um, that's a ride that we do every year. When I say we, I'm talking about Kingdom Alignment Motorcycle Ministry in the building. Yeah, every year. And shout out to Lowrider. So anyway, every year we do the Genesis ride, and it consists of normally about an hour of a ride, and most of the time it involves interstate and some back roads. And so true fashion this year, same thing. We're going to touch up some city roads, back roads, and then a brief portion of the interstate, which will end up being probably a little bit over an hour, depending on how many bikes we have to join us. We'll get in and we'll get out, make it do what it do. We'll end at a local restaurant. Yo, what's going on, folks? Thank you for pressing play. I see you guys. So it'll end at a local restaurant where we will have fellowship. We will do a recap of 2025, and then we will cast vision for 2026. Let's see here if I can get this going here. Yes, sir. There we go. And so we're excited and we're looking forward to having a great time, as we always do. We don't normally have a crowd that is. Hold on. There we go. And so we don't normally have a crowd that's like, whoa, they had the whole city riding with them. Nah, nor is that what we are after. Now, we're not going to push anybody away or turn anybody away, but I know this might sound kind of corny and clichéic, but we're all about quality and not quantity. But it is a ride Dang it, I got phone calls coming in, guys. Just feed out. Let me see. All right, are we still there? You still with me? Oh, Lordy, Lordy. There we go. All right. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. A few phone and it's on my live. See, when you're in the studio, you don't have these kind of problems, but we got to make do. So anyway, the Genesis ride, that's what it's all about, guys. And quality, not quantity. And the casting vision part is really something that I look forward to every year because we share our heart as to what God has laid on it for the ministry and for our region. And this is important for those that support the motorcycle ministry, Kingdom Alignment, because you get to hear pretty much our outline, essentially. You get to hear our marching orders. You get to hear our mandate, our game plan. And then throughout the year, you can hold us accountable. Throughout the year, you can say, well, wait a minute, you said that the Lord was going to do this, and you guys are doing this. Um, and so casting vision is extremely important. Sometimes people cannot support because they don't know where you're going. Sometimes people won't support you because you're all over the place. One day you said God said build a rocket and go to the moon, and then the next thing you know, you're building a submarine because you're saying the Lord told you to drop down to the depths of the sea, and then the next thing you know, you're building roads because the Lord told you to go swing from trees in the rainforest. Bruh, you all over the place. Either you cuckoo or God ain't talking to you. And it might be all of the above. You cuckoo, and God is certainly not talking. Okay, let me stop. I think it's important to be held accountable. I think it's important to be held to what you said. Let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. And if you say yay, but you do nay, in other words, you say you'll do it, but you don't do it. Somebody says, but you said, and you get all mad, and in your feelings, you want to talk about they troublemakers. You got some real hardcore issues. You got some problems, my friend. You have problems, my friend. Yo, Vernon, man, I ain't saying this because I see you pop up, man. But I was really thinking about you this morning, man. I'm gonna reach out to you, give you a call. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking, man. I was thinking about you this morning. I said, you know what, man? Vernon been rocking with us for a little bit. He tuned in when he can, and he, always got a kind word and everything. Bro, when I come to Connecticut to do the Four Corners of Connecticut, I want to gift you a registration for Connecticut. Would you take that gift from me, sir? Would you take that from me as a gift and ride the Four Corners of Connecticut with me? Would you do that, sir? If so, man, I'd be excited for that, man. And of course, I ain't coming now because y'all getting frozen rain and snow. Uh, but Ruby Red gonna be back on the ground in a little bit, man. And then next thing you know, we're gonna start to get some warmer weather. All right. So, Mr. Vernon Poe, would you accept that gift from Mission 448 on behalf of Retro? Would you accept that gift, sir? If the answer is yes, then let me know and we will send you the link so you can go ahead and register courtesy of your boy. And then we'll get up there. We'll ride the Four Corners of Connecticut, man. I'd be happy if you would do that with me. And if there's anybody else that's why I say, yo, Retro, if you did it for him, do it for me. Well, are you a supporter of the Retro Philosophy Show? Do you tune in? Do you comment? Do you say hello? Vernon comes on, he says hello, and he speaks to everybody else. He's kind, he's godly. Come on, somebody. Not saying that you aren't. But if you would like to be gifted a registration for Mission 448 right in the four corners of your state, get at me. I think we could probably make something happen. I'm feeling very generous. He says, I would gladly ride the four corners of Connecticut with you, sir. All right. Say less. Say no more. Consider it done. So we'll get together and we'll find a date that works for both of us. And we just going to make it happen. All right. And I think every time I go to a different state, I might gift a registration to somebody to ride with me. Vernon, you think that'd be a good idea? Do you think that would be kind of us if we were to do such a thing? I think so. I think so. You know, sometimes we always asking folk to give to us, but we're never giving out. You know, and so I'm thinking of different ways to give back. I'm thinking of different ways to be a blessing. Because see, sometimes we think being a blessing means we have to have a pocket full of money. There's a brother on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere. He's on all social medias. He's a comedian. His name is Damon Darling. Very funny guy. He's got a weird sense of humor, but he's funny. But he's always out blessing people, paying for people's groceries, buying them shoes, and just, I mean, my goodness, got $1, and you know, he'd be doing stuff like that. You know, it's a funny guy. He's weird, but he's funny, and but he's always out blessing people, borrowing money. So I can I would like to, and once upon a time I used to, you know, pay for groceries and stuff like that. People in line behind me, you know, but you know, things are a little different nowadays for a brother. You know, it is what it is. Can we keep it real? Okay, but that's all right. We're gonna talk about that later. But Lord knows I have a strong desire to be an extreme blessing to people. And guess what? My day is coming. My day is coming. So anyway, I digress. We are going to continue to seek different ways to be a blessing to other people, because there's more ways to bless folks than just the almighty green dollar. Do you not realize that calling someone by their name when you read their name tag while they're at work can bless their soul? You know how many people get up every day and they struggle through life and they're in crowds but still feel unseen, still feel unrecognized, still feel as though they're not noticed? And now here you are, a stranger, and you read their name tag and say, "Hey Peter, how you doing today?" Man, I've done it, and I've seen the effects that it has had on different people at different times. You know, they sit there, look at you like you're a prophet. No, I'm not a prophet. I just read your name tag, sir. You know, but you'd be surprised what that can do for someone. So you may be down and out. You may not have the funds because you spent it all on Christmas, or maybe you spent it all at the skill house, the game house, or wherever you spent. I'm not in your business. I'm just saying. Um, but there are more ways to bless people, and sometimes those type of blessings go a whole lot further than money does. Do you realize how important it is to restore people's faith in humanity? I mean, look at the world that we're living in, guys. True story. Look at the world that we're living in. It's harsh, it's brutal, it's unforgiving sometimes. It's so many things. And people are legitimately losing faith in you and me. We have the power, we have the opportunities to restore people's faith in humanity. Check this out. People don't have a problem with God, they have a problem with the people that represent God. You say you are a man of God, a woman of God, a this, a that, and the other. But where's the love? Where's the love? Where's your acts of kindness? Look at here. Love and acts of kindness ain't got nothing to do with money. See, some of y'all got all the money and you think you everything, but a fool and his money shall soon part. So it ain't about the almighty green dollar. And don't tell me that money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. So when you get all this money and this money makes you feel like you're more important, you begin to love the money more than the people. Now that's the root of all evil. It is not the money, it's you loving the money. That's the root of all evil. Covetousness, greed, you know, all come on now. Let me get back on track here. Mishaps, mistakes, and missed opportunities. Some of us are missing opportunities because we have the mistaken idea that money means I'm not. Me not having money means, you know, I can't be a blessing. Me not having money means I'm doing something wrong. No, you could just be going through a season. You know, I mean, you could be going through a season in your life where God is trying to teach you the essentials of life don't always require money. Maybe God is trying to get you to see and understand that you can be great without you think makes you great. Because the reality is he makes us great. He makes us great. So, what you got to say about that? I am parched, very much so. I'm going to stop up here at this gas station. There's a gas station that a friend of mine has recently acquired. It's a very nice. Uh, it almost looks like a wood cabin, and they acquired this some time ago and have been, revamping it. And last time I talked to him, he was telling me how nice it was and everything. So I'm gonna stop in here in just a moment and do a little secret shopping. See, you never know who knows who, and so that's why it pays to be kind to everybody. I used to love the TV show, and I just saw a clip. I didn't watch the clip. I saw the clip on YouTube literally this morning, but I didn't have time to watch it. About the undercover boss, and I love those shows because people think because they're the manager or because they're the boss, uh, that they not realizing that this person who walked in the store who seems to not have anything and it seems to be out of place, this, that, and the other. And as a result, they handle them and treat them differently, not realizing and not knowing that that's the actual owner. I know you the boss, but this the owner. And so it pays to treat everybody right. Come on now. You got to treat everybody right. I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but you ain't ready for the new year if you haven't got this concept out. I don't know what platform is. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you look like, fat, black, dark, white, green, purple, slim. I don't care, man. If you don't learn to treat everybody right, you ain't ready for the new year. I promise you, man, 2026 is going to be a year that's going to prove to be a year not to play with. Riker, hello. Thank you so very much for pressing play and all that good stuff. I'm going to refrain from trying to read your comments, unfortunately, because I am driving and I'd like to get to where I'm going safe and sound. Um, because I'm serious when I tell you this, I get real scared this time of year. Christmas is great and everything, but right around Christmas time, I start looking twice and make sure that I head on a swivel and because it start getting crazy, man. And right around this time here, it's real sketchy, man. Because folks is popping off and dying and look at him, man. Yo, the new year is just days away and still ain't promised. Moment of silence. In the city of Statesville, North Carolina, within 2 weeks, there have been two suicides literally on the same street. Two different brothers on two different days killed themselves on that same street. You want to talk about missed opportunities? Can you imagine who was the last person to converse with these and whether or not they took the opportunity to speak life or perpetuate, or I should say, I guess we can use perpetuate. I don't think that's the one I want to use, but nevertheless, they had the opportunity to speak life, but what if they sustained foolishness, drama, and discord and things of that nature? I really believe that there is power in words. There's life in words, and we have the opportunity almost on every single day to push somebody toward the good side. And I'm not even talking about heaven and hell, God versus the devil, even though ultimately that's about. But see, sometimes we're so focused on being Christian that we fail or we miss the opportunity to just be a good human being. I know you know Genesis to Revelations and you can interpret the Hebrew and the Greek, but you suck at being a good human being. I know you speak in tongues and you shout around the church, but you are not a good human being. You're a great churchgoer. Oh yeah, you don't miss a service. You pay your tithes, plus that, but you have no ties to your community. You have no ties to the people in your neighborhood. Yeah, they see you getting your Cadillac and go to church every day in your Sunday and your Sunday best, but you ain't the best neighbor in the community though. If you get up every morning and go to church with your Sunday best on and you so holier than thou, you should be the best neighbor in the community. Everybody in the neighborhood should know you, not as the church goer, but as that good brother, that good sister down at the end of the cul-de-sac. And it's no surprise that you go to church. But see, unfortunately, it ain't like that. I'm saying, Natalie, am I preaching? I'm trying to a little bit. We spend all this time in church throughout the week, but we can't spend no time with our neighbors. You mean to tell me you've been in that subdivision for how many years? And you have intentionally, purposefully, and it's your neighborhood to do a good deed? Oh my, come on now. Let me shoot my man this text real quick. Oh, that's not what I want. All right, guys. Had to send that text real quick because okay. So let me see if I can get back. False pretenders, girl. You better want to know it, and you better say it loud. Okay. So that's ridiculous. That is embarrassing. You understand what I'm saying? So look here. I'm a born again believer. I don't like to use the word Christian. They were first called Christians at Antioch. It was a negative word, or at least had a negative connotation to the word. Um, and so, how is it that we, the people of God, are living up to a name that the world put on us? I had somebody tell me what I should and should not be doing as a content creator because I'm a Christian. You listen here now. Let me just be nice. Who in the world ought to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing when you don't even know Peter, let alone Paul, let alone Jesus? But you're going to tell me what I should. I'm not going to call nobody a heathen because some of y'all might think that's not right. Uh, but who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? And the church, unfortunately, as a whole, has come to that, where we no longer rely on the word of God, the principle, but rely on what the word says we should be doing. Mess. And, okay, all right. So anyway, I never lead with I'm Pastor Retro. You don't hear me lead with that. You hear me lead. Matter of fact, you see me lead before you hear me lead. Do we even need to go there? Some of y'all, we hear you leading, but we don't see you leading nowhere. We hear you blowing the trumpet and requesting and demand, ain't even no requesting, demanding this, that, and the other, because you the president, you the pastor, you the this, you the that, and you the bishop, and you the there's one bishop boy, I'm about ready to block him because he always toot his horn about his degrees and his experience and his time and his where he's preached at and who he's been. But yet still you on Facebook clapping back with someone that you are calling a peasant. Yo, you the one that are putting out peasant behavior. Because if you was a real G, you wouldn't even stoop to that level to even address those type things. Okay, I think I better calm down and get back on track here because I'm meddling now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. But there are too many people who you can hear them lead way more than you see them lead. No, I know you see them in leadership positions, with the fancy, attire and the this and the that and the, come on, bro. You know what kind of leaders I like? I like the kind of leaders that, you don't hear them lead, but you see them lead. And then the more you look at them, the more you find out what they did behind the scene, the more they did that nobody else knew. In other words, some folk will set up a situation in a scenario so that they can make sure they capture the moment and then they plaster it everywhere and talk about good leadership. Nah, that's just manipulation. That's just, that's some other stuff. But not every good deed that's done needs to be recorded. Otherwise, are you doing it for the deed or the recognition of the deed? I'm just asking a question, perhaps, possibly. I don't know. Y'all help me out. Am I off? Am I talking crazy? What's wrong? I mean, so you know, I think. Well, let me say it like this: leaders lead, good leaders inspire, great leaders attract other leaders, but exceptional leaders know when to step aside. I'll leave that alone. Yeah. I'm talking about exceptional leaders. They know when to step aside. Exceptional leaders are not the kind of leaders that always try to hog the limelight. They know, okay, it's time for me to step aside so this brother, this sister can get an opportunity to learn something. Or maybe it might even be the situation where it's time for this young man, this young woman to take over. See, good leaders don't know that, but exceptional leaders do. I can't stand organizations that go on so long and then the leadership, or the leader I should say, passes on or whatever, or for whatever reason is no longer capable, and usually it's because medically or mentally or physically they're not able to. And they try to get every ounce out of that leadership, and not once did they set up someone to take their place. See, exceptional leaders know that my time is coming sooner or later where I can't do what I'm doing right now, so I've got to make sure I'm raising up, training up someone who can step right in and not skip a beat. That's if you have the best interest of your organization. Now, if you just, interested in what you can get out of your organization, then keep on doing it that way. But if you want to see your organization become generational, multi-generational, then you're gonna make sure you set someone in place, that you have someone in place. Not only do you have them in place, not only have you poured into them and taught them and equipped them and empowered them, but you let your people know what you've done. So that way, when you are no longer able to do what you do and it's time for them to step up, those who are there don't have to wonder whether or not this was your choice, but they'll know that you approve of this choice and this was your plan. Y'all ain't hear me. You have these leaders who end up taking over situations or whatever, um, and but nobody knew, the pastor or the leader, all he did was told that person in private or whatever, nah, let everybody know. So again, back to my point so I can get out the way: exceptional leaders know when to step aside. You're not going to wait till you dead to let this brother get up to the mic and address the people and exercise his gift, or not even just exercise, but perfect his gift even. All right, this y'all don't know nothing about this kind of here teaching. um Let me go on in here and get me something to drink. I'm trying to figure out if I need to cut this feed, or y'all want to come with me in here to get something to drink. To be honest with you, I ain't done talking. I got a lot on my heart, man. I got a lot. So y'all come with me. It is what it is. It is what it is. I am parched. Now, one of my problems is I'm drinking way too much soda. Young ladies, how y'all doing this morning? All right, all right. Drink way too much soda, but I'm gonna get me one anyway. How you doing? You know what I just did? I just hit a home run. Did you know that? I'm at home run Marshall Shaw. Listen, man. Oh, I am gonna get me a bottle of water. I'm gonna get a big bottle. My wife will be proud of me. And but I'm also gonna cheat. Ooh, I'm gonna get this peach soda right here in the glass. I have it. Does look good in here though. He wasn't lying. Very good. Where do I check out at? Where you from, ma'am? I hear your accent. Where you from? Okay, I do. Sure, why not?
Go ahead and put.
We're gonna do 5-5, and then my number, right?
Yes. So hit the home run manually. 5-5 the area code number. You want a bag?
No, no.
All right. Yes, I misunderstood. So I texted her. I said, "Are you asking me? I think she'll like this or what?" All right. Should be 415.
What kind of soda you want, Natalie? How much you said?
415.
All right. She left it. I'll text it to you. Wait off my camera.
I found it in the back, but no, I thought she was asking me. Thank you, sir. You have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Deanna. You have a great day as well, okay?
Appreciate it.
All right. Take care, guys. Last time I was in there, man, it was dusty and dark, and it was a lot of things. Almost made you want to run out. Didn't want to get anything in there, but they've gotten this place and they've turned it around. Looks real good in there. As a matter of fact, I'll be I'll be seeing him later on today if I get back in time. All right, guys. So we're back in the whip, and we're going to continue our journey. Now I'm going to shift gears. Natalie, I got you a how do you say this? Knee-high? Nahai? Knee-high? How do y'all pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. I do got a little bit of education, but yeah. But it is peach. So I'll text it to you, okay? And that way you can get a sip. I'm not gonna give you the whole thing. I'm gonna just text you a sip. Okay. Anybody else want me to text them a sip of the soda, or would you prefer the Deer Park? Trust me when I tell you, I'm really, really thirsty. I don't know. Subscribe to my subscriber page here on Facebook. I mean to tell you, look at if you're not nosy, then you shouldn't subscribe. I need two type of people to subscribe to my page: supporters and nosy folk. You got to be a nosy supporter, okay? Because we're going to be sharing scenes and footage that just don't make sense. I mean, just period. I mean, I'll get up and see a leaf, and I'll just start sharing the leaf. I don't know. We're going to be sharing stuff, okay? Um, Honest opinions and feelings will be shared and talked about there. Um, and again, it will be behind the scenes footage and content. Yo, some people are so idiotic till it's just hilarious. My goodness. Bless his heart and his Kia soul. He don't even have a soul. He just seems so empty, dark, and dreary. Poor guy. Poor guy. Um, Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading up here, as I said, to get these parts for Ruby Red. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a strong possibility that I'll have it put back together in time for the Genesis ride. The more I sit here and think about it, today is what, Tuesday? Uh, it be pushing it. It's possible, but not likely. Possible, but not likely. Only because I got so much to do tomorrow. We are having watch night service at the church, and I was over there last night, fairly late. Me and the wife and my daughter Tajana get some stuff done around there, and so that we'll be ready to bring the new year in. Um, and so I got home late last night, and then I went out into the building to finish working on the bike, get those heads and stuff pulled off, and I don't think I got done till after 1 o'clock, close to 2 o'clock in the morning. It was about 1 o'clock and 1:30, something like that. So went to bed. Finally went to bed, and woke up with a splitting headache, and I still have it right now. But so those of you that know the words of prayer, pray for your boy. that I feel better. I don't know if it's not enough water, not enough sleep, or what it is, but this headache is really taken from me. Then last night when I did get home, it was cold. Oh my goodness, it was cold. I think it was like in the low 30s last night. It was even colder this morning, which I'm glad because the wife was like, just get up early in the morning and do it, because I was supposed to already be in Asheboro by now. I'm so far. Whoa, it's one. Oh, it's okay. The clock hasn't been set back. Still, it's 12:30, man. I should have already been back in Knoxville by now. So, but it is what it is, man. I woke up late and which is exhausting. But I'm glad I just pressed and went out there last night, even though it was late and cold and I was tired. I'm glad I did do it last night versus trying to get up this morning and do it. Because it was colder this morning than it was last night when I was out there. And of course, once I got out there and, I had on my little thermal work suit. So, I mean, I was good as far as temperature wise. And so, but that's it, guys. That's what my day is looking like right now. I've got a couple assignments I got to take care of today that I know I'm gonna at least miss one, possibly even two, because of the time. Um, well, no, I'll probably be able to make two and miss one. Let's see here. It is Tuesday, so once I finally get done, I'll have some time to get home, and I should at least be able to get these heads back on, get the motor put back together. Oh, even if I don't get it in the bike, well, actually, I will get it. I will be. If I get home tonight and I touch that thing, I'm gonna get it in the bike. Yeah. If I touch it tonight when I get done, it's gonna be in the bike. Now, whether or not I have it all, you know, the bike all pinned up and running, is another thing. Show of hands, how many of you guys think I can get it done? Y'all got faith in me? Now, if I get home early enough and I stay on it, I can do it. I can do it. You know, put that thing back together. Put it back together. What I'd say is probably an equal amount in terms of job. Or, oh, there's a nice mural. I got to come back and get that mural. Um, in terms of difficulty level, I'd say it's probably about half and half. Putting the engine back together and then putting it in and getting it all buttoned up. Because there's quite a bit of stuff that had to be taken apart and taken off and it's kind of tedious too, because the with the motor out, you got free space to work and do it. But once you get the motor back in, now you got a tight quarters to work in, and so that it can become frustrating a little bit. But if I touch that thing when I get back home, and if I touch that motor, I ain't gonna stop until it's in the bike, and then maybe get up tomorrow because I'll still have the morning to kind of uh, might have some flexibility in the morning. So I may have a late night tonight and then an early morning spending, a few hours on it. And so if I could stick to that schedule, then I may have it running for the Genesis ride. Oh, that's good. If you guys haven't tried one of these, try it. I guarantee you'll like it. All right. I'm gonna call my wife back. I missed her call a little while ago. I know she was returning my call from earlier this morning. Because I misplaced my keys. And when you can't find it, the wife gotta know where it's at, right? If you can't find it, the wife automatically has to know where it's at. When you get married and you say I do as a woman, you get those powers. So anything that's missing, we gotta go to the wife. Hey, babe, where's my, crescent wrench? Hey, babe, where's my, fingernail clippers? Hey, babe, where's my wallet? Where's my keys? And and then you guys just go ahead and activate your wife powers, and you do one of these. You do it like this, and you say, okay, it's over there, such and such, such and such. So and so I called her this morning. She was at the dentist, so she couldn't pick up. Getting them choppers fixed up and cleaned up and looked at and everything, and I've got an appointment as well, uh, but mine's is not until next year. Um, so she called me earlier, so I got to call her back. Baby, you watching? Are you watching? Yo, Eddie Bird, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. Say what's up to Eddie Bird if you need some color match parts for your bike, some lights, some speakers, a system. Make sure you check this brother out. You hear what I'm telling you? You don't even have to leave the comfort of your home. You can just hop on his website, and he will drop ship it to your address. Ask me how I know, because I'm a satisfied customer. Our customer service is through the roof. He ain't playing games with nobody. All right. He just like me. We dropped out of high school because of recess. Yeah, we don't play games. Yeah, okay. But no, seriously speaking, man, he's a good brother, a good, honest brother, and he will take care of you and your motorcycle. You can bring it to him, drop it off. I've been there when they're bringing them from here and there, bringing them in on trailers, y'all, dropping them off so he can get them right. And guess what? He gets them right. LEDs and bags, man, making it do what it do. You can find him down at Sturgis every year. He's down there running the Advent Black booth, doing his thing, and you can find him at Maxton Bike Rally. They're doing the thing, behind the camera and everything, catching that footage. And so again, make sure you guys check him out. Okay, Bird, Happy New Year, brother. God bless you. Hope the wife and everyone is doing well. Seriously speaking, guys, if you need your parts, make sure you go see Eddie Bird. All right. Yeah. Um. So I'm gonna take and get on up the road. Cause see, when you get to running your mouth like I'm doing right now, I just be sitting like I'm in La La Land, and I'm sitting here. People behind me probably like, why this dude creeping? Because he on YouTube and Facebook running his chops when he should be focusing on the road and driving. And so I'm gonna get off of this thing. So I already had a guy in the Kia Soul get ready to jump out and whoop my tail, trying to road rage me. And I don't want to be, I'll be, oh, Retro was on social media getting beat up by some dude in the Kia Soul. He stomped him out, knocked his lights out. And so I don't want to be nobody. I don't want to go viral like that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I was got to do. I done fixed my thirst problem, but now I'm hungry. You see how life is, man? You fix one problem and another problem pop up. Let me talk about this real quick so I can get out your way, because I put the title Mishaps, Mistakes, and Missed Opportunities, right? So let's talk about this now. There are some things that we attempt to do in life, and it doesn't work the way we expected or thought or planned that they would. That's a mishap. I mean, it wasn't a mistake. It was just a mishap. I mean, you did everything right. It just went south. It was see, there are some things that no matter what you do, you couldn't do anything about it. It wasn't that you didn't have the right I was on my way to a ride cross country, and my bike broke down. Now I serviced the bike. Come on, somebody. I did everything I was supposed. I did everything right, and it still broke down. It's a mishap. It wasn't a mistake. I didn't fail to service it. I didn't overlook my service times or anything. No, it wasn't a mistake. It was a mishap. And a mishap is something that you can't control. It wasn't my fault. It just, some things, it just is what it is. And when it happens, it's happening to teach you something, to show you something, to reveal something. And you so focused on what happened or what didn't happen that you miss what you need to get. So mishaps. And the mistake is you take it personal because of a mishap. You now begin to unravel everything that you've done because you're mistaking it as a mistake, or you're taking it as a mistake when it's not a mistake, it's a mishap. And ladies and gentlemen, when you can't decipher between the two, that's when you miss opportunities. Well, I would go, but last time I was gonna go and such happened, and I don't know if I'm, you see, the enemy comes for your confidence. All right, all right. Let me leave it alone. Uh, 2026. is going to be number one. It's going to be the year of the fix. I'm not going to get into too much detail because we're going to do this during the when we cast vision during the Genesis ride. Turn left onto the US 64. Turn left. I-85 business loop northbound. All right, thank you. So you got to realize, folks, 2026 is going to be a year where you cannot afford to miss opportunities. You got to position yourself and you've got to posture yourself. Some people are in position, but they don't have the correct posture. I'm in the position of the driver, but I'm all slumped down and everything. I don't have the right posture. Okay. And what's going to happen is after a while, my back's going to start hurting. I'm going to have to stop, get out, walk around, this, that, or whatever, whereas if I'm in the correct posture, I can get way more time out of my seat, way more time out of my, if that makes sense. So many of us, we are in the right position, but we have not correct posture. And that'll cause you to miss opportunities. Because when you go looking for your Christmas tree, right? Every tree is in the right position, the upright position. It's in the right position. It's in the field, wherever that you buy your Christmas trees, right? But some of them trees all leaned over and all bent over, and that don't look good. I don't want that one. It's in the right place. It's but I don't want that one because of the way it's postured. I want something that's going to stand up straight in the living room and look good when we put the little decorations and lights on it. So for 2026, please understand, being in the right position alone is not going to do it. You must take the correct posture. And as a man of God, as people of God, I don't care what position you have, your posture should always be a posture of prayer. Your posture should always be a posture of love. Ruby Red has been down for several months now. I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest with you. Because I stopped focusing on it. God made a way. We still on twos. We still getting around. We still getting across the country when we need to and everything. And I knew we was going to get Ruby Red fixed sooner or later. And now here we are. We're in the process. And then we ran into a little mishap. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What you going to do? Just roll with it. Learn from it, and keep it moving. You can't afford to allow mishaps or mistakes to get you out of place. Somebody ought to quote me on that one. No matter how unfortunate and regardless of whose fault it is, don't allow it to get you out of place. I preached a message one time, don't let a decoy cause you to detour. And that's what's happening to a lot of people, man. These little decoys are causing people to detour. You are abandoning your route because of a detour, because of a decoy. A decoy is not even something that's real. And then in some cases, it is something that's real, but its sole purpose is to detour you. It's to get you to alter your path. Sometimes, it has a big button to smile, and Belle Biv DeVoe said, don't trust a big button to smile. Bada boom, bada bang. I'm saying. You was on track to find your wife, and you got lured away because of a big button smile. That's wild, but it's real. It's a decoy, bro. Yeah, it's a decoy. So stay focused. Stay focused. I don't know who I'm talking to, but stay focused. Don't let that decoy cause you to detour. You better stay the course. I know it's a little rough and I know it's a little rocky, and it might even be a portion that's unpaved. But if you detour, you'll never get to where you're going. You can't afford any missed opportunities because of a mistake or a mishap. And let me say this. Some of us have made mistakes. I'll be honest. I've made some mistakes. It was a mistake. Woo, Lord. Bad decision, bad choice, bad call. I made a mistake. I boogered that one up. I can't put it on nobody but myself. But you know what? I still had to stay the course. And sometimes we make mistakes and it's embarrassing. Sometimes we make mistakes and it's hurtful. Sometimes we make mistakes and it's shameful. And I'll be honest, for me, I'll deal with me, but what I call someone else is the part that's, oh gosh, me up. Thinking I look like a fool. But I don't want to make a mistake and let my peoples down. I don't want to make a mistake and lead to me, let them down. That's the part that's difficult. It's rough, you know. But even in that, you gotta stay the course. Because after that, you have suffered a while. He'll establish you, settle you, strengthen you, and make you perfect. And so you got to know that whatever it is that you're going through is for your perfection. It's for the perfecting of who you are. See, sometimes we're lured away because we don't value who we are and what we have, and we think we need that to be what we think we're supposed to be. And some of us have to learn the hard way that ain't it. That is not the ticket. Yeah. So stay the course. I know it's been a long time coming, but it's coming. Yeah, I know it's been a while, but it's getting ready to happen. And it's going to happen swiftly. If T.I. was here, he would say it's going to happen expeditiously. Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, I hope you have yourself a good day on purpose. Don't let mishaps or mistakes cause you to miss opportunities that God has ordained for you. I ain't perfect. I ain't the best. I ain't the smartest. I ain't the strongest. But I'm called by his name. And I will trust in the Lord until I die. Yeah. Come what will or come what may. I know that everything's going to be all right. It might be a little setback. It might hit them pockets. It might hurt. Woo-wee. But you know what? In everything, give thanks. For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning me. He knows the thoughts that he thinks toward me. He has expected in for me. And it's going to be marvelous. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. The Bible says he makes all things, he makes everything beautiful in his time. Will you trust his timing? I need at least 4 of you to share this broadcast with someone who may be blessed by the contents of this video. Yeah, I need somebody to share this with a friend, share this with a group, and let's try to get as many people blessed with a word of encouragement as we possibly can. All right? God bless you. Heaven smile on you. Check out my subscription page here on Facebook if you are interested in what's going on with Ruby Red. 99 cents a month. Come on, man. That ain't even $1. For the whole month, help your boy out. Support the movement. Support the channel. And enjoy some of this good content, encouraging content, funny content, stupid content, useless content. I mean, hey, it's a little bit of all of the above, depending on who you are and where you are. But I'm out. Let's see. Yeah, I still got a little time to get to where I'm going. I got my heads in the back and get up here and get these new ones. I got to get some gaskets. Boy, listen here. Stuff ain't cheap, y'all. Let me hold something. Boy, my pockets is inside out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me hold a little something. so I can get a gasket and a little bit of oil and stuff. Let me hold a little something. You get a little something, something. I tell you, boy, HD stand for hundreds of dollars. That's what HD stand for. They say it stands for Harley Davidson. Hardly does. It stands for hundreds of dollars. hmm I would have been all right now. I got the motor, secured that, took my old one out. I'm gonna give a spoiler alert. I already told the folk on my subscribers page. Um, the problem that I ran into was the motor that I bought was a water cooled motor, and mine's is an oil cooled. And I didn't catch it until I'd already had my motor out, and so I kind of saw a few clues that made me kind of raise my eyebrow, and I was like, wait a minute. But I didn't really, I'm not gonna say I didn't pay it no mind, but it didn't really register. It was a little yellow flag. It wasn't a red flag, but it was a little flag on the field, and I was like, never seen that flag before, so I wasn't sure what it meant. You know what I mean? So yeah, and because we so used to seeing red flags, but anyway. And so then when I snatched that motor out and I'm getting ready to get the other one ready to put in, and I said, oh man, hold on, wait a minute. I tell you what really did it was when I got ready to prep the new motor to slap it in there. I realized that there was a plug where it should have been a port. Um, when that port is where the oil comes from, the oil cooler or whatever that little thing is down in front of the motorcycle there by the voltage regulator. Um, and, and it pushes the oil back in to the motor, and it wasn't on the new motor, so that's what I was like, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, sugar honey, iced tea, shut the front door. I mean to tell you. And I said, bro, you goof, man. And I did. I'd be riding Ruby Red right now, because trust me, I had that motor out in no time. Once I got going on that thing, so I goofed. So I made a couple phone calls to a couple master. Well, I made a phone call to a master tech, and I made a visit to another master tech. And the first one said, "I think you might be able to do this." The second one, he just began to rattle out exactly what I needed to do, and so the solution was to just replace the heads with the correct heads, because everything else in the motor is the same. So the problem that's kind of jacked up is I said initially I was just going to replace the heads anyway on my old motor, because that's all I needed to fix it, because and not even both, where the pressure relief valve stripped out. So I technically placed that one head and been good. But the bike has 138,000 miles on it, right? So I'm like, at this point, there's a whole lot more in there that probably needs to be reconditioned, redone, rebuilt, or whatever. We were going to send it up to Big Swins V Twins and have him redo the motor, beef it up, and I goofed and didn't get it to him in time. And by the time I got ready to drop it off, he was already booked up, and just didn't have any availability, which I perfectly understand. It wasn't his fault. He told me what his workload was looking like, and he gave me a window, and I didn't make that window, so that was totally on me. Shout out to my man Big Swin over there at Swins V Twins up in Fayetteville. Um, so then I came up with another option, and that was to simply just replace the motor, right? So I found a motor that only had 1,000 miles on 1,300 miles on it. Um, so now I'm getting a baby motor, brand new motor, pretty much. It's barely broke in, and that way, I got a fresh motor instead of just new heads, and so that was the option to go and do that, which I did do. But I pulled the trigger a little too quick without asking a few more questions. I guess I got excited about getting up there and getting the motor, and it ends up they pulled the motor off of a tri-glide, and I just wasn't thinking, man. I don't know, call it a brain fart or whatever you want to call it. Uh, but as soon as I heard tri-glide, well, he didn't say tri-glide. He just said it came off of trike. But and to be honest with you, he didn't tell me that until after we had already engaged in conversation and negotiations. And And then it later came up that it came off of a trike. But by then, it when he said that, it didn't really register. Um, but that was a telltale sign right there that I should have inquired. Not even inquired. I should have known that the Tri-Glide was a water cooled motor. I should. I not. It's not that I should have known. I did know that, but I just it failed to register. And off I went all the way up to Virginia to pick it up. Pick up the motor, get it back home, and still didn't. Um, so anyway, now here I am with a new motor and still got to buy heads. Bruh, that hurts. That hurts on many levels. But anyway, because what I could have done was, if I was going to replace heads, I was already right there. I could have, had my jugs reworked or got some aftermarket jugs and, you know, uh, and then, just did a big bore kit and, beefed up the whole motor on my old motor. Um, but again, the way I rode that bike, I'm probably better off just getting a fresh motor and just doing what I'm doing. So it is what it is. No harm, no foul. All right. I'm tired still, and I'm starting to think about food, which means I'm hungry. I don't want to stop and eat because I don't got time to stop, number one. But most importantly, I don't want to stop eating, get the itis, and then I won't be good for a couple of hours. Choices and decisions. I told you guys I was out how long ago, and I'm still here running my mouth. Thank God for the few that's still sitting there listening. Why y'all still there listening to me run my mouth? Somebody should have told me shut up a long time ago. But see, you the folk that I like, because you rock with me. That's what I'm talking about. Whoever you guys are that's still on, y'all my peoples, all right? Identify yourself so I can see your Christmas gift, a New Year's present or something. Send you some, what I need to send you. For those of you that's still watching, what do I need to send you? You want some of those cookies that come in those blue tins with all them buttermilk cookies or whatever. Remember, you was always end up getting those for like Christmas or New Year's, or they used to do them little the mesh like stockings with all the peanuts and different little hard candies and stuff. Y'all remember them things? Y'all remember them things, man? Hey, I got somebody watching from Twitch. I forgot I was going live on Twitch. I sure enough forgot I was going live on Twitch. Shout out to those that's watching from Twitch. Where you guys watching from? Let's see. It looks like we got somebody from Facebook, on Twitch, and YouTube. So all three platforms have somebody on it. So that's cool. We're reaching somebody. You know, I don't know if we, having a lasting effect on them or not, but they watching. So appreciate you. Appreciate you. At this point, you ain't getting no more good stuff. Right now, we just babbling. We just riding through the foothills. It's a beautiful day. Up here, right outside of Asheboro. Actually, on my way to Asheboro, so I've got we'll be there in about 25, 30 minutes, and I need to up this speed here because I'm lagging behind because I'm focusing on running. I ain't focusing on nothing. I'm just running my mouth. I need to be focusing on the road. What are you guys doing for New Year's? I'll be bringing New Year in at church, what we call. We've been doing that for years, uh, more years than I can remember. Uh, but and then after that, we'll be leaving the church, heading home sometime after midnight, and then we got to turn around and go back down to the church in the morning. for 10 o'clock kickstands up for the Genesis ride. So aside of bringing church, excuse me, I can't even talk. Aside from bringing the new year in church, our first activity of the new year will be a motorcycle ride. We call it the Genesis ride. Genesis, the beginning. Okay. And so looking forward to that. The other day we were out and about. We actually went and did a test run of the route, and it was like, it was like 60, 70 degrees. And I was like, man, this is beautiful. And I was kind of hoping that we would have that kind of weather come Thursday morning. But unfortunately, that ain't the case. It's going to be cold. So if you're going to be joining us for the Genesis ride, make sure you bundle up. And if you've got the plug in, because it's going to be that kind of cold. I'm contemplating whether or not I'm going to plug up or not. I may just thug it out with some thermals and stuff like that. But we'll see. I can always turn it off if it gets too warm. So we'll see. I got to see what the wife is doing, if she's going to get on the back or if she's going to ride her own. And I want to make sure she's good. She's got some heated gear as well. And but if it's going to be cold like I think it is, she's probably going to just hop on the back of the bike with me. And that'll be perfectly fine. I don't mind her on the back. But I want to go ahead and get Ruby Red back on the road. That way she can take the gold wing and won't have to ride the fat boy. I think that'll be a better ride for her anyway. Matter of fact, I know it will be. But, all right, guys, let me get out of y'all way. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for putting up with my yappity yap. But true story, hope something was said to help you, to encourage you, to bless you. Mishaps, mistakes, and missed opportunities. Make a mishap for a mistake and miss out on these. Go for no, make it do what it do. Get out there and be great. God loves you, so do I. Subscribe to the channel, both here on Facebook and YouTube. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. I guess I'll let you go like this. Where we at here? We'll play a little commercial. We'll take it out in the commercial. Is that okay, guys? There we go.
Retro. Hashtag press play. It's the Retro Philosophy Show. Let's go.
Kingdom alignment on assignment for the king. Hope you're ready for the show.
Oh, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride.
Got my specs on my side. She's my forever bride that keeps hope alive.
I'ma rev it up, so hold on tight.
We about to level up, catch us on the turnpike. From city to city, state to state, coast to coast, man, make no mistake.
We are conquerors,
More than conquerors.
collecting miles and smiles.
Been doing this thing for a while, and all the while winning souls to God. We singing praises to our King. On the hog or on the wing, His praise we always sing,
Because this is the day that He has made. Kingdom alignment on assignment for the king. Hope you're ready for the show.
Oh, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride.
Got my specs on my side. She's my forever bride that keeps hope alive.
I'ma rev it up, so hold on tight.
We about to level up, catch us on the turnpike. From city to city, state to state, coast to coast, man, make no mistake.
We are